In this video, we're going to show you how to change out the plastic coating on the cables for the Summit tree stands. You'll need the shrink tube that you can buy from Amazon. I got this for $15–20. And you'll need a heat gun or something similar, and then some tools for taking off the old plastic coating on your tree stand cables. So the first thing you want to do is take your cables out of the tree stand. I have a Summit Bushmaster, which is not as common, but the cables are still the same. So the problem with these over time, you use them over and over, and it starts taking all the plastic off of them. And they'll still hold, but you start getting rust and little pieces of plastic sticking out like that. And the worst thing for me is that it's noisy. You put them in here and it's bare metal, and it's clanking, making all kinds of noise that potentially scares off deer. So you have to get these cables, and then you just get, some like an X-Acto knife or some kind of tools and take the plastic off them. So I'll do that and take all the plastic off these, and then I can go to put the new ones on. So now I'm in the process of taking the plastic off and using some kind of knife like this razor knife here. It seems to be working fine. It's just a little time consuming. You see there's already a little bit of a rust on these little knobs here that we'll need to brush them off and probably repaint them. That was pretty quick, a lot faster than I thought it'd be. So that's a clean cable, there's no plastic on it. So now I'll do it to the other one, and then we'll clean them up and get some rust off. There's a tube like that. Alright, so now I have both these cables with all the plastic completely off. So I'm going to take a wire brush and buff them down real good. So you got 4 on each side. 8, so I have 16 of them to do. And I rub them down real good, try to get the rust off of them. There's not a whole lot of rust on them, but yours may be different. You definitely don't want them on there if you can help it. It's mainly just on the bumps here, not so much on the cable, and the cable's all intact, so this is good for when your plastic's tearing up, but the cable's not. The cable rarely tears up. If the cable's fraying, you definitely need to replace the entire cable. But if it's just a plastic, you don't need to buy a whole new one. So I'll go and buff these and get them ready for painting. So now I got both cables, and I brushed them off with the wire brush. Now if yours are worse, you might want to use some kind of sander or grinder or something to get them off, but not too bad. Then I'm going to put a little bit of touch up with some black paint on it, just some black paint that's outdoors. And I think I'll put gloves on so I don't get my fingers paint all over them. Just touching it up a little bit. So I'll do that to all 16 of them. So maybe it won't be as prone to rust next time. Of course, it probably won't be, since I'll have a new coating on it, at least for a while. Alright, now we got the cables all cleaned off. We put the wire brush on them and paint them, touch them up with paint. Now we're going to put the sleeves on them. And like I said, I got the Summit brand, but you can buy off brands that may be a little bit cheaper. And it's they're basically just tubing the right size and length. So we'll open them up and slide them on. Pretty snug fit right there. You can see if you can tell it. But just keep sliding. Pull this on. There we go. I gotta try to get that even. Rest the way on this side. Little mounts hanging off the end, which is probably going to be about an inch or so. Alright, there's the first one. To kind of pinch it to get it, open it up, so it goes around the little knob there. It seems to work better using some, in this case, needle nose pliers to kind of pull it along. Not a really knob, but you gotta get it moving along so you get it even on each side. Bunches up some. So I know from the last one that it needs to be about an inch hanging off each end. So I gotta get that much of the tube moved around. So there we go. Get about an inch on each end. The next step will be to heat shrink the plastic onto the cables, and I have a heat gun here. This one's a Milwaukee, and it comes on low and high settings. I'm going to try the high settings, see how that does. You can see it slowly melting onto it. Get both sides. Alright, I finished up both cables, and this one took me 7 minutes to finish. So you can make sure you get the heat gun on both sides of it. Most hair dryers don't get hot enough, and you might could use a propane torch. That may be too hot, I don't know. But it left with a little piece about an inch or so left over, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut that off on both ends. It's got a little bit more than an inch. And so now I have two cables. That was hot. two cables that are like completely new and ready to go put in the into my stand. So here's the bottom piece of my stand. Put this cable on in, slide it in, put it in the spot. Put this one in, slide it down in. That's good. Here's my top piece. Slide this one down in. Snap it. Slide this one down in. Snap it good. And those little metal bands catch it like that. So we finished that up. Got new coating on the cables now. No rust, no scraggly pieces of plastic, no loud metal banging, and we're good to go. So Summit shrink tubes. Get your heat gun. Give yourself 20-30 minutes and you'll have new cables. Please remember to like and subscribe.